Alright guys, let's go. Behemoth. Let's go! It's Behemoth time! This is where it all comes down to, because I need to just hit buttons correctly, but the variables right now are clean. I am not worried about time. I can do my buffs exactly when I need to. And that's good, because that means there's less things for me to worry about. Now, the big thing I'm going to have to worry about is my food macro, because I kept hitting the incorrect macro. So I need to make sure that I hit the correct macro when the time comes. My Super Bowl Light is Shift 7, and my Well-Fed is Shift 6. And what had been happening the past couple of times is I kept hitting Shift 7, and not Shift 6, and I was not taking food out, and I assumed my food was gone, and it was a problem. So, what we're gonna do on this fight, and by the way, this is the rotation of the Behemoth. He starts at spawn, he will run to this side of the arena, and then he starts doing these abilities. I'm gonna be pushing this till about, let's say about 70%, and then I'm going to use the strength. I don't want to use strength off the bat, because it will not survive, it will not last this fight. Towards the end it will fall out, so we delay the usage of strength, so we can have it when we need it towards the end. So even like 65-ish, because I have so much time, and this is only a 1 dip, we're gonna wait that long until... I also need to re-up the steel, because I learned the hard way that not having steel was tragic, so I'm gonna re-up the steel. Alright, so the rotation. This is like when we just pull Behemoth, right? He does Thunderbolt, which is the large conal. I like to stand dead center because it's easy dodge. And then I start parking his AoEs on the edge of the arena, because it keeps kind of everything clean in the arena, so I don't have to kind of run around and dodge and manage. Now here's a little bit of a fancy thing. I wait for an auto attack, and then I shift over to the side, because timing-wise I'd be able to get out of that AoE. You don't have to do that, but at least it keeps you in melee range. And after that whole rotation, he will run to the south side. This is him running, this is not me dragging it. He's running here, then he does Trounce. Pop! And then he does 2 Charybdis as follow-up. Right about here. And we do the same parking as we did earlier. This is where I'm gonna burst, by the way, exactly this part of the fight. Great, I can't hit my combo, that's wonderful. Great start. Here he'll do a second Thunderbolt, which I do the shift over here. And then he'll do another circle AoE, and then he will repeat the thing. Couple people, I think, watching the fight actually get confused about the way Behemoth runs. It is not random, it is fixed, but I am definitely playing in a way that it favors the direction he's moving. So we're just kind of staying with him the whole time. So it is not random. It is a set rotation. Yeah, we're going to stand dead center for Thunderbolt, makes it a little bit easier. You'll see the conal, you just kind of step into it, no problem. Okay, moving in. 65, 65, 65, I want to go 65 here. I clipped that potion real bad. No mercies up. Actually, we'll go 60. Why not? We'll go 60. It's 10 minutes. We'll go 60. I'm playing super safe. I don't want to worry about anything except die burst, guys. So let's do a practice round. So that comes up, right? And then I'll use the potion here, and then I no mercy here, and then we start rolling the GCD. That's how we want to go. And then oh, yep. And then we'll go like here, I'll do Sonic Break, and then we'll probably do a Burst Strike here, and then we'll have to roll a GCD like this, 1, 2, and then, yeah, there we go. Kiwi, yo, thanks for the tier 1, I appreciate it. Also, Ordinary, thanks for the follow earlier, I appreciate that as well. Okay, we're at 61. I'm going to Strength after No Mercy. We're going to Strength after No Mercy. I'm watching my time. We have 9 minutes. Oh, gotta go away. Okay. Finish the combo. Park 1 here. Park the other, yeah. Gonna Strength now. And I'm also gonna Steal. I want Steel. I tried to do this without Steel last time, and I did not like the results. Now, I think you can go without Steel. Let me just point that out there, but I did not like what happened last time, so I will steal. Oops. Did I? Oh, I didn't go off. It's getting scary? Hell yeah, man. Good. Be feared. Be or feel fear. I did a little bit of clipping there, but whatever. So what I'm gonna want is 20%. 20%. Once we get to 20%, we will do the lust, and we'll set up the lust part of this fight. So we're just whittling it down until that part of the fight. 20% is what we're looking for. And Gunbreaker, at the very least, is nice with the cooldowns. So there's not too much I have to wait for. Like 1 minute cooldowns everywhere. So we definitely want to have 2 cartridges ready. We want to have No Mercy ready and all that stuff ready, but it won't be too bad because it's kind of set up nicely. Some jobs, they have longer cooldowns and whatnot. And you have to pay a little bit more attention, and you have gauges to worry about. But Gunbreaker is pretty simplistic. 39%. 20 for Lust, that's what I like to use for tank. Gives me enough time to manage the HP, and to see what's going on. Now for DPS, I tend to go at about 22, a little bit higher. But it's because, you do more damage, so I can manage it. And I have more time to set it up. I mean, if you really want to Lust, you just do it around 20, and just YOLO. But you don't need Lust on Red Mage. Alright, 32, so we're getting close. I'm gonna start holding cartridges because we want him at this part of the fight at 20. I'm probably going to do more than enough damage from here and the other side, so we're just gonna start rolling combos, we're gonna hold our cartridge, and start getting ready for this burst. Just gotta hit buttons correctly, guys. I just gotta hit buttons correctly. God forbid. Okay, it's gonna line up pretty beautifully again in terms of timing. I'm gonna be holding now all my cooldowns. I just have to hit buttons, man. Just have to hit the fingers. Just have to hit the correct buttons. That's it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Not too hard. Just hit the buttons. Let me get rid of my emotions at the same time. That'll be good. Okay, we're at 23. 22. It never gets less scary, that's for sure. 20%. I'm just gonna actually do Brutal Shell here for a little bit. 20%. I'm gonna hold. So what I'm looking for is after the third Charybdis, and then I'm going to go. Holding a sec. Third Charybdis comes out. Okay. So we're gonna wait a little bit here, we're gonna wait a little bit here. Gonna mitigate, mitigate, mitigate. 7. And Lust here. I had to look at my keyboard because my reprisal is right next to my potion. If I use the potion, I'm probably dead. It's 2. It's 3. It's 4. I'm gonna hold a second because I want the last Lust to be during this part right here. Right about here. This is where I want it. Wait, hold on. Okay, this is where I want it. Okay. Now we're gonna manage the HP. We need to push it close to 14.9, or at least in the 15 range. It is now 16.1. Oh, hold. It is now 15.9, 15.8, 15.6, 15.5, 15.4. 15.3, one more. Okay, let's do this. Tincture, No Mercy. Okay, here we go. We're good so far. Finish the combo. It clipped a little bit, it's fine. One here. 2. Chopping food. Finish the combo. We should be clear. I can hit buttons, god damn it. Alright, I can hit buttons, guys, let's go. I got the food, I remembered the button to hit the food. See, that's how it should go, it's nice and clean. That's how it should go, what the fuck, guys. That's how it should go every time. I remembered all the buttons, we pressed it all in the correct order. Nothing, there was 0 mistakes on that one, 0. Everything went exactly how it should be. Alright, so let's talk about a couple things, shall we? I always like to talk about the macros we use. We have 3 macros in here, 1, 2, and 3. Thanks for the hype, guys, thanks, I appreciate it. We have 3 macros. So the first one, how I got out of Lust really fast is status off transfiguration. I'm going to put it in chat. That's first and foremost. This button right here, HP percentage. This is Echo Target HPP. Put it in chat. This allowed me to manage Behemoth's HP. So at 14.9, thanks to some studious people, 14.9% is when it does Meteor. So we were using that macro, and as you can see here, right here, I was managing the percentage, because when you look at the bar, you only see a whole number. But using the macro, which is, anyone can use it, PS4 console can use it, we were managing it here. So I got it to 15.3. The most my auto attack will do is like 2%. So I hit it one more time, which would have been like 15.1 or 15.2. And that's where I held Behemoth from there. That's important. And then the last macro, which is the one I kept messing up, was my well-fed, which is what takes off the food, because we need to take food off. So those are the 3 macros that we use. That is like the main 3 macros we use for that fight. Like, just for that fight, we have to use those macros. So, there you go. Hey, Jika, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, the transfiguration macro is tremendous. It's honestly like... So, I would say the transfiguration macro, this one, it's definitely favoring controller and my situation. Because otherwise I have to traverse through the UI just to get over here and to click off things, right? But the macro just allows you to just... I don't have to do that. But it's still good for a keyboard mouse, because you don't have to mistakenly hit something here. So it's just there. Honestly, like, in terms of your hotbar, you probably have buttons that you don't use for 80 that you take off the bar, so you can replace one of them with the macro. And that's kind of how that goes.